Stream title is not clickbait because I actually did get a record. Let's go. Stream's gonna be late today. Oof. Damn it. Also, yeah, we can do co-op again. You're right. Even though I just told you like 2 days ago it was probably never gonna happen, it's gonna happen now. You know what? After this run, I'll crash the game because I know how to do that now. I know how to crash the game whenever I want. Man, I know how to crash the game for most of the games I speedrun, actually. I know how to crash Journey now. I can crash Vanilla Nep. I can crash Cage 2. I can crash Cage 1, yeah. That one's really hard. White Robe. White Robe goes left, not right. Remember that, Rav. Remember that. When you switch drivers, did you notice the color change? On my main monitor, no. On my second monitor, yeah, the colors got a little brighter. Oh wow. That gave me like one jump. Computer froze. Good start. Typically, that's not good. Yeah, I'm starting to hate PCs too. I missed one. Wow. I missed two? I hate this game. Yeah, consoles, they just work. You know, except sometimes when they don't. Oh, and those don't count. Yeah, yeah, if it doesn't, someone else is responsible. True. Ah, the GameCube broke. Blame my little brother. Yeah, it's his fault. Parents used the PS2 as a DVD player and ran that bitch into the ground. It's their fault it doesn't work anymore. That one's not even a meme. Oh, you mean someone else when they update the consoles? That's also true. Yeah. They don't have drawing programs on console? I mean, have you ever heard of a little game called Mario Paint? Huh, Mizu? Hmm? Yeah, I bet you feel real silly right about now. Yeah, true story. PS2 I had when I was younger. My parents used it as a DVD player, and like they did not take care of it. They treated it like a DVD player, and it's a video game console. You can't do that. And eventually it died because they just used it poorly. They just killed it straight up. And when that happened, they're like, "All right, can we use your PS3?" I'm like, "No, no, you cannot. You cannot touch my stuff ever again." Like PS2, I had no grounds. Like that was like a quote unquote family thing. It was mine, but like, oh, it's for you and your brother. And like, no, I bought that PS3. You're not touching it. I bought that with my money. You keep your DVDs away from it. I said my drawing program. Just learn to paint in Mario Paint, Mizu. That's not right. There it is. I don't know how I got the left one before I got the right one. No thanks. I mean, you want to be one of those artists who just does things in MS Paint and they make like fucking masterpieces? I've kind of thought about it. I've kind of thought about like doing an art stream and just like using MS Paint to do something. It'd be horrible, but that'd be more like a meme thing. Love MS Paint. Finding pixel art projects is good. Yeah, MS Paint surprisingly like still like on PCs. Like it's still just a part of Windows 10. Probably also 11. And like people still use it, which is hype. Love to see me some MS Paint drawings. And it's really impressive what people can do with like those limited tools anymore. Oh, I failed the jump. That's fine. That just cost like, I think it's like 7 or 8 seconds. Maybe closer to 10, but it's not a big deal. That jumps really hard. for those people who are exposed for tracing other people's work. GIMP? Yeah, GIMP is what I use. I use GIMP for everything. I've been using GIMP for like 10 years. Actually, a bit longer. Yeah, I've been using GIMP for like 11 years. Jeez. And like everything I draw in GIMP. With a mouse. I use my mouse to draw, because I'm a crazy person. I own a drawing tablet, but I hate it. So if you look at the emotes that I drew, yeah, I drew those in GIMP with a mouse. Because I'm a psychopath. And since I'm used to drawing with a mouse, it makes me think that I could probably do MS Paint and draw something like halfway decent. Couldn't find the tools, but yeah, its little like docking system is a little weird. It's like a little obtuse. That's like the least user-friendly thing about it. Is like if you accidentally close something, it's impossible to figure out where to reopen it. Like not even the paintbrush. Oh yeah, the paintbrush is also kind of useless in GIMP. You pretty much never use the paintbrush. I pretty much just always use the pencil. Sometimes, if I want to be like extra spicy, I'll use the airbrush, but like I've hardly ever used the actual paintbrush in GIMP. Yeah, and for a very long time, it was basically just free Photoshop. At this point, Photoshop has a couple of things that GIMP doesn't have. GIMP just hasn't really been able to keep up. But like, I don't blame them since it is like freeware, open source. Couldn't find anything. Use the selection and transparency tool a bit. Oh yeah, MS Paint just cannot do transparency. Yeah, making like PNGs super simple. I should say is super simple, assuming that the image already has an alpha layer. If not, adding an alpha layer is a little messy. Not difficult, just if you don't know where it is, you could look for it forever and probably never find it. But yeah, you can teach yourself anything. Yeah, and like that's exactly what I did with GIMP. I just watched like a bunch of tutorials and just figured out how everything worked. And then like over the course, like I sat down one day, like I said, like 11 or so years ago, and I'm like, I want to draw something. and I'm gonna learn how GIMP works. And I just did. I sat there for like 12 hours that day, and I drew one really shitty picture. And I was so proud of it that I like kept drawing stuff. And you know, eventually, the pictures I drew weren't shit. And everything I learned from that first day is stuff that like I still use when I use the program. Like I just learned all the basic stuff, and like over time I learned the more complicated stuff. And you know, eventually you get to the point where you're like, oh man, the built-in like rendering tools suck. I'd rather just draw it myself. Like, no, I don't really want GIMP to render a sphere for me. I'm just going to draw a sphere myself because GIMP's going to make a shitty sphere. You know, stuff like that. Ooh, nice scar physics. Yeah, exactly. If you learn from it, you know. Like I was saying earlier, it was something I wanted to do. I sat down and did it, and I enjoyed it, so I kept doing it. If I hated that first day, I would have never drawn anything ever again. Because again, that first day was very long. I had to learn everything. And the image at the end didn't even turn out that well. So like, if I didn't have fun, it would have stopped there. Wasn't proud of the first drawing, was just too stubborn to quit. Oh yeah, doodling because you get ahead in class, yeah. When I finished my first drawing, I was proud of it at the time. And I can still see why I was proud of it. Like, from scratch, knowing literally nothing and making something like that, it's like, oh, I did a really good job. It took a very long time, and I pushed through it, and like, I can see why I was happy with this drawing when I finished it. I'm not happy with it now, obviously. Like, no one who ever draws anything is ever happy with, like, any image that they, like, look back on. I was gonna say that the guy can't see me if I just go over him, but like, I was too fast for him. Yeah, and I used to draw a lot during school in like elementary and middle school. Ironically, I kind of stopped in high school. Everything's up and running. Time for you to go. All right. Good luck with your stream. Have fun. And thank you for the good luck. See you around, Mizu. Yeah. But yeah, I drew a lot in like middle school and elementary school, like in notebooks and stuff. I would like fill notebooks with like drawings and stuff. But like in high school, I kind of stopped doing that. Like in high school, I was just tired. I slept a lot. I was also one of those kids who would just like work ahead and then sleep during class. And then eventually, the school like lightened up a little, and they allowed us to like bring in cell phones and shit, like electronics. And like when they allowed that, I started staying awake, because I'd have my phone or like my DS, fucking playing Pokemon in class because I'd already done all the work. Going back to like that programming class, like I worked really far ahead in like the first semester, and in the second semester I like did the same. But like we had a student teacher, and like he was teaching the class and stuff, and like I was already done with all the work for like the segment, so I was just like kind of minding my own business, like playing on my DS. And like he comes up to me and he's like, hey, you can't be doing that during class. And then the teacher like intervenes, and she's like, no, he's fine, he can do that, like he's already done all the work. Like, hell yeah, this class is awesome. The only stipulation was if another kid had a question, I had to answer their question. I miss that teacher. She was really cool. I hope she's doing all right. Because teachers are kind of getting screwed over at the moment. I forgot about Dry Tower. I just straight up forgot. Yeah, this run is slow. Not dead, but just slow. Just go home and handwrite code. Yeah, no. I never did anything like that. Honestly, that sounds kind of miserable. Like, big ups to you for that. Like, that is definitely will. Definitely some willpower there. Yeah, not nearly enough scarf to make that jump. Yeah, I never really did any handwritten code, unless I had to for like an assignment. Because, the PC, like once you have like a thing in there, it'll like autofill the word, and like I would just like autofill lines at a time. Had it on your mind, might as well get it out. You know what? That's very fair. And again, I mean, if you like doing it, I mean, obviously you must have liked doing it, like if you were thinking about it like outside of class. More power to you. I did not have that kind of willpower. I kind of just worked on things during class. Like I said, I worked ahead. And then like I would just chill for like 2 or so weeks at a time until the next assignment rolled around, and I'd work ahead on that one. Smart kids are the lazy ones because they can get through shit so quickly. They do all the hard work and then they just chill. That's my personal experience. Yeah, nerd interest, nerd stuff. Nerd stuff is cool. I love nerd stuff. Incredibly niche interests. Oh yeah, Kylo, you sent me like a whisper on Twitch, or a DM, like asking about a map for Galgun, I think. But I forgot to respond before I started. I saw it. I saw it. But I got distracted. I got really into the Pop-Tarts I was eating. Sorry, but no, there's no map or anything. I don't think anyone's actually ever made like a full map. I probably could if I sat down and like did it. Like the layout's not really that complex. But yeah, there is no like actual map. No one's ever made one. Yeah, and you know, if you're into nerd stuff, be into nerd stuff. Like stuff. Have interest. A lot of people are afraid to do that. Yeah, the layout isn't really that complicated. Like, I can see the whole thing in my head because, you know, routing both games, I know where everything is. Just no one's ever, like, made a map. Yeah, you shouldn't be ashamed for liking things, just in general. No, never feel bad about liking things. You know, if you're not hurting anyone, who cares? My old roommate, he is also like a big dork like I am. But one time he, like, how do I phrase this? He went out on a date with someone, and his date basically like was making fun of like his t-shirts and shit. So like he just stopped wearing t-shirts. He got rid of all of his t-shirts. And like t-shirts were just like, and then not even like weird ones, just like regular like nerd shit. And he just doesn't wear t-shirts anymore. He's like, yeah, I felt like attacked and I don't want to deal with that again. It's like, that's just sad. Like, don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do. Again, as long as you're not hurting anyone. Yeah, it only took one person, and like he literally changed his entire wardrobe. because he felt that bad. And like to this day, he still does not own a t-shirt. He was finally convinced like a few months ago to buy like a collared shirt with like a fun design on it instead of just like a plain solid color. So like he has this like button up, like kind of like a Hawaiian shirt, but it has like a bunch of R2-D2s on it. And that's like the one thing he has. Yeah, you should never change who you are for anyone. And like, he never even saw that person again. Like, they never went on a second date. Like, he still felt bad enough to like change his entire wardrobe, and like I just feel sorry. I feel so bad for him whenever I think about that. That was a bad day for him. Right, I love having my interest on t-shirts too. I have a 2B t-shirt that I cannot wear in public, but I have it. Make that jump. There we go. Cheap treasure hunting at charity shops. Yeah, there are a couple around me. I just always forget to like go to them. I've been thinking about like going to one for like the last like 6 months, but every time I'm over there, I just straight up forget. Like, oh, I want to go in and like look around, see if they have like any cool shirts or like any cool knickknacks lying around. It's like you could donate pretty much anything to those shops. Same for like pawn shops. Like, what if I walk in and there's like a really cool, like, I don't know, like a big TV for like $100? Like, that'd be cool. But every time I think about it, it's like, well, damn, I know that the pawn shop near me just isn't open today. And like, all right, I'll try next week. And then I think about it on the same day the next week, and it's like, well, they're still not open on Sunday. Red Rockstar shirt. GTA 5 t-shirt. You know, I've never actually seen a GTA 5 t-shirt, which I'm just now thinking about is really weird with how big that game is. Huh. I have seen people wear like Red Dead 1 and 2 shirts, but I've never seen someone wear a GTA 5 shirt. Hmm. Yeah, like right now I have like a Kingdom Hearts shirt on. I have like 3 of these. One of them was a gift from the friend that I was talking about who doesn't wear t-shirts anymore. I don't think this is gonna be sub 40. This might be like a 41. He, he lives his shirts vicariously through me now. He doesn't give a fuck about Kingdom Hearts. He just bought me that shirt for my birthday one year. It was the year we lived together, actually. You know what? He was probably trying to save face. Either way. I have a coworker. He buys like weird T-shirts on the internet. He just buys weird random T-shirts. Some of them are like cute designs, like here's a bunch of cactuses that are shaped like cats, or like here's like the anatomy of a Metroid. Like some of them are really cool like that, but then some of them are just like really weird. Like I have no idea where he gets them. He says he just finds them, and he says if they're weird enough, he'll buy them. Can you guys like help me out, please? Thank you. And it's like every like 2 or 3 weeks he'll just show me another weird t-shirt he found. He'll just wear it in. Hitting the ground's pretty bad, but like whatever. This run's kind of mid. We're not feeling bad about this run. This was just like a one and done anyways. We'll do more White Robe runs next time I play this game. Yeah, and like that's his thing. He just likes collecting weird t-shirts. Sometimes they'll be from things like games or movies. But then sometimes they'll just be like random weird shit, and like I think the weirdest one, and again, he's wearing these into work. He comes in one day and he's wearing a t-shirt, and it has a picture of Dr. Robotnik from Sonic and Dr. Wily from Mega Man, and they're just kissing. It's like, why did you buy that? And why did you wear that to work? What are you doing? And when I say kissing, I don't mean like, oh, that's cute, like little romantic kiss. I mean like there was like tongue in that picture. Like it was weird. Like someone drew like slightly erotic like PG-13 art and slapped it on a t-shirt. Someone stole someone's fanfiction fan art. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is one way to look at it. It is allyship. It is representation. I guess I'm not doing a good job at describing the photo. Like, if it was just like that'd be fine. But like, no, the weird part was the image. I cannot describe how weird the fucking image is. It's just so strange. The way it looked, like what was going on in it on a t-shirt. Like, if you want to draw Robotnik and Wily kissing, that's fine. Like, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it was like borderline Rule 34. And the image was just drawn in a very strange way. I can't describe it. I could honestly try taking a picture of the shirt, or asking him to send me a picture of the shirt and like showing it at some point, because I cannot do justice to how like strange this picture is.